Looks like the winds are so strong. Looks like it blew over a truck. I hope the driver's okay. I'm rolling out, heading out of the hotel. If I drive straight through, I'll get home exactly this time at 1:30, 24 hours from now. Mike's taking off. Mike, are you ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Awesome. So Mike, that's the natural calling card of the Maserati there. They talk to each other. But anyway, so Mike's headed back to LA, and we're actually going to be tracking. Oh, I'm holding the mic. Why am I holding this? That's so stupid. So we're actually going to be tracking the same direction here for about 4 hours. So we're going to be back into buddy Maserati mode, and then I'm going to take. It's actually going to cost me about 2 hours of extra drive time, but you know, there's a south route which is desert, then there's the north route which is desert, and so I'm going to cut up through and then go to Utah and Denver to take this scenic route. What's 2 extra hours? I mean, you know, life's too short. So here we go. There goes Mike. Oh, and here goes me. Oh, forgot sport mode. Hold on. Now we got sport mode. Here we go. So, Kansas or bust. We'll get out of town here, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about, now that I've got some time in this car, I'll tell you a little bit about my thoughts on this car, so don't go anywhere, stay tuned. Yeah, but dorks nonetheless. This is really cool seeing these two together. Got to get some caffeine for the road. Very cool. I can't wait to get this thing home and get it cleaned up. Sweet. Well, we stopped at a rest stop. This is where we part ways, man.
Yeah, man.
That was absolutely awesome.
That was a good time.
That was fantastic. He's headed back to Los Angeles. I'm headed up towards Vegas. So we kind of had some fun here, rolling down the road. You got the walkie-talkie. That was a great, brilliant idea.
The cars are still running.
Yeah, so basically he's cutting me loose while I'm still running, and he's running and hiding, right? How come when I tried to click on your number earlier, it said blocked?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a Maserati sales tactic. That's how it goes. Sorry.
Well, Mike, this was awesome.
Yeah, man.
Do it
Good
again
time.
next year. The Monterey Car Week with Mike. And now I'm on my own, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Good luck. Yeah. We're just pulling out. Mike went to go take a break. And I'm on my own. Mike was such a super cool guy. It's funny because, like I said, it's almost like we've been longtime friends because I went and bought those cars from that collection, and then bought a car from him. So yeah, it's fun. That's what cars are all about, you know, meeting people, making acquaintances, and now, you know, we're gonna repeat this here next year. So I'm on my own now. So looking forward. It's still just kind of flat out here, but I'm gonna be getting into some beautiful driving soon. So I'll share some of that with you guys once I eat up some of these flat miles. So wish me luck. The journey, I'm now solo, so The journey really begins here. I'm on my own. Cool car spot. Check it out. Whoa. Man, I would so drive that. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Rolling into Vegas. Things are going smooth so far. Just cruising along. It's about 106 degrees outside, but in the car it's just really comfortable, so it's doing a great job. I'm going to keep on pushing tonight. We're going to go up through Utah, so get up into some fun roads here soon after Vegas. Well, I'm making good time. Figured going through Vegas looks like it's pretty desolate after here, so I found a gas station with food and convenience store and fuel and everything. I'm gonna check my mileage here for the first run. Probably not gonna be very good, going pretty fast, but here's an issue. The freaking gas nozzle will not come out of the car. Unbelievable. I mean, are you kidding me? Okay, this is ridiculous. This is a first. Unbelievable. Let me get both hands. Well, that's a first. Has anybody ever had that happen to them? I had to turn it upside down, and then, I mean, I had to get fairly aggressive with it. I guess next time I'll be minding how far I push this stupid thing in. What a crazy deal. I thought I was in trouble. Well, I made it to Beaver, Utah, and look at this room. This is such a neat little cozy room. I actually have a lot of history with this place and nostalgia. I'll tell you about it here in the morning. Right now, I'm gonna get some shut-eye, so we'll resume tomorrow morning. Well, here we are in Beaver, Utah. Beautiful morning. And if you're ever coming through this direction, through Beaver, be sure to stop at the Delano Hotel. It's like an old school hotel. The rooms are super clean, and when you check in, they even give you fresh cookies, coffee, water, whatever you want, and super clean. But neat place for me. I'm actually very familiar with this place. There's a bicycle race I used to come up here and do for several years called Crusher and the Tusher. And then up here in the Tusher Mountains. So I'll get on the road. You can kind of see the mountains up there, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. But I actually stopped short last night because the roads are just gonna start getting good. So didn't want to drive them at night, so we stopped just at the foothills of the fun. So let's get in the Maserati and get back on the road. There's a better view. Crusher Mountains. So, I'll tell you about it here. So what it is it's about almost a 70-mile bike race, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it starts at 4,000 feet and ends at like 11,000 feet. And it's a point-to-point race. So you're basically climbing all day and up and down, up and down. I forget how many feet of climbing in total it has, 10, 12,000 feet or something. And then on gravel roads and big, crazy steep climbs. Get on YouTube, there's probably some video clips, I bet, of Crusher and the Tusher, but that was back in my bike racing days. Couldn't do it now for sure, but that was quite the memories out here. Come out here for several years. A lot of fun. Speaking of fun, let the fun begin. It's gonna be a long leg though. It's about 14 some hours, 15 hours. I probably won't get home till probably 1 in the morning. So this is gonna be a long, I stopped short, but it's gonna make for a long second leg, but it's all good. Here we go. Here we go again with this guy. he's kind of taking it easy. The speed limit's 80 here. I'm doing the speed limit, and he's been going kind of slow. Don't want to burn up his tires, I guess. He's going for a long trip. That is a crazy looking deal. Look at that. Crazy looking car. How you'd think they would trailer something like that. Before I get caught up in the twisties and have fun focusing on the road, it's kind of smooth in 3 lanes here right now, so let's talk about this car. I've just kind of jumped in this car and went in and did Monterey Car Week and just been running around, but I've gone over 1,000 miles in this car now, so actually it's kind of more appropriate to give you some of my feedback, now that I've actually had some time in the car. But this car is really quite amazing. There's some really awesome things, and then some typical Italian issues or whatnot. But the driving dynamics of this car is absolutely amazing. The engine is behind the front axle, so it's basically a front mid-engine car, and it has like a 49-51 weight distribution, which is excellent, and the car really drives amazing. I had a Grand Sport, and it had the Skyhook adaptive suspension, and that was a big detractor on that car. It was either too soft or too stiff. Neither setting worked. They were too extreme. Both settings were too extreme. So no happy medium there. And then it had the single clutch, transmission, which in a little small, lighter sports car, it was kind of fun. It was kind of engaging, where you kind of had to do your throttle and your shifts and everything. But if I were on a track or something like that, I really wouldn't like it, because when you're going through the corners, you couldn't really transfer your weight. You couldn't really rely on the transmission shift points and engine braking and that sort of thing. So but this car fixes all that. It has a ZF 6-speed automatic transmission, and it's unbelievable. The 4.7 liter Ferrari derived V8, same engine basically they use in the 430 and the 458. And what's really amazing though is how they've got this transmission. I don't understand why this is one of the best transmissions ever made, and it's in lots of cars, but why can't they program it in other cars like this car? The shifts on it are quick. It always shifts, whether it's in automatic mode or manual mode. It shifts. The shifts make sense. One thing that really surprised me when I was driving it around was I was in automatic sport, and I come into a turn and I hit the brakes, and it actually downshifted and engine braked like I was manually downshifting and engine braking into a turn, and it went whoom, whoom, and I was like, wow, I did not expect that. And when you're in manual mode, you're in control. The car doesn't take over. If you don't shift, it'll sit there and just bounce off the rev limiter. You probably seen Mike do that in some videos earlier. But yeah, really impressive. The transmission in here is just brilliant. The engine, the power plant, I think it's 430 some horsepower. The valved exhaust is fantastic. It's really quiet in the car. I've got it in non-sport mode right now. Let me hit sport. Watch this. You hear a little bit of a change. Went from a to a brrr. But the deal is it's quiet in the car. Has double pane glass all the way around, and it's really a nice, comfortable place to be. I'm really impressed. And the steering is very. It's funny, when I first got in the car, I was kind of thinking of Alfa Romeo Giulia or Quattroporte, and the steering on those is just like you barely turn the wheel. It's super quick, and at first the steering is very direct, but the steering ratio I thought was a little slow. So just as far as around town, I had to turn the wheel more degrees to get the same steering input than I thought that that it needed. But that being said, This is a sedan, not a sports car, but when I did hit some real fast sections coming here before Beaver, and when you're doing 80 miles an hour and going through the turns, it's perfect, you know. So, and that's what this car is. It's a high-speed GT car, so it's not an autocross car. So again, they set the car up really just perfect for the application, and it's lots of room in the car. The suspension is really interesting. The car moves around, and you can feel the road, and it'll actually follow the road and kind of track and stuff, which for a luxury car would be a detractor. But for this car, it makes it feel like, I mean, kind of an old school analog car. You really can feel the road, and you get a lot of feedback, for better or worse. It's got some pretty big wheels and tires on it, and so if you do hit some bumps and potholes and stuff like that, you will get a little bit of a jolt through the wheel and, you know, through the chassis. But I think the trade-off is worth it. And then when you're cruising on smooth roads, it's just the most comfortable, smooth, quiet cruising car. This is a car like what I'm doing, taking across country, and when it's just flat and boring, you just hammer down and total luxury. And when it gets into the twisty stuff, hit the sport mode and just have the time of your life. Then the exhaust note, you know, like I said, outside, there's a big difference. You really hear it when you're sport, non-sport, even non-sport. It's definitely got some amazing sound out of the exhaust, and but it's just so cool that, you know, it's inside. It's just a nice, perfect little engine note. I say little, it's not little, it's actually a big engine note, but not intrusive whatsoever. And man, it is awesome. The things obviously that are a little bit annoying, it's got some of the sticky surfaces, and you can take some alcohol and clean it up a little bit and get some of that stickiness away. But that's the typical thing here. The seats are, you know, they're air conditioning, ventilated, massaging, and all that good stuff. The quality of the seat, it's just kind of so-so. They're comfortable, and I'm definitely not hating the seats, and I'm not squirming or whatever. But you know, they're not the most supportive, but at the same time, I'm really thankful that they didn't go for some sort of you know, racing type seat. That would have been a disaster. And but you can just tell the quality and you know, the materials are nice, but just the construction of the seat, it's a little bit you know, so. But not, you know, not complaining as far as road comfort. It just that I guess I've set in better. And with this car, you know, the sticker price, I thought they could have done a little bit better on the seats. But you know, all the audio system, you know, navigation, which obviously you don't use on a car that's old, it's outdated. But everything is really good. The Bose audio system sounds good. Got my Bluetooth modulator playing through the power outlet in the back seat, and it's all good. But the brakes are phenomenal, and the way the car rotates in the chassis, you can really feel the suspension work. It's never struggling. We're starting to get into some twisties now. And you're just downshifting. I'm not even in sport mode. Let's go ahead and go sport. Here we go. And I just got the cruise set. You know, I'm doing like 85 mile an hour right now. And here we go. So that's kind of the little my initial driving impressions. Very, very happy with the car. And man, this one's going to be really hard to let go of, because I don't know that there's a go and watch Jason Camissa with Haggerty. He did a overview of this generation Quattroporte, but in the end, I think he actually drives a Sport GTS. And then Harry's Garage has one. JM on Cars had one, and everybody just raves on it. It's really kind of a hidden gem and a secret. So I may be letting the secret out. So be sure to grab one of these while you can, because this is the good one. It was built when it was actually owned and controlled by Ferrari, and actually built in one of Ferrari's, I think, subsidiary manufacturing plants. So this really is a four-door Ferrari. So let's go ahead and see what we see ahead of us. I haven't washed this car since I got it, filling up. They got a little automatic car wash. I cleaned the bugs out the window because I was going to video some out the front for you on these mountains, and it's so dirty can't see out the windshield. So let's hit an automatic car wash, because I haven't washed this thing since I got it, so it'll be kind of interesting to see what it looks like. Let's just do a quick little walk around. Just an automatic car wash, still wet. So I'm gonna redo the bumper. It's got some scuffs in it. Touch up the wheels, get it polished, touched up, get Van Gogh to take the dings out of it, touch up the scratches. This thing will turn out good, I guarantee you. I'm always nervous of closing my door with the key in the car and it locking me out. So now we might be able to see out this windshield, because we're gonna drive into this. Is this gorgeous or what? Let's have some fun. whistling on the trim, and I'm going about 80 miles an hour. But look, crosswinds, it's not even moving the car. I mean, like, I had my headphones in and listening to music, and I was looking, and there's tumbleweeds blowing across the road, and I'm like, what the heck? And amazing aerodynamics on this body shape. And we got the rain coming. Oh boy. Looks like I have some fresh rain-X on this windshield. I don't even have to have my wipers on. I probably better back it down a little bit here. Don't want to hit any standing water in hydroplane. Yeah, if you look at the ditch right here, I don't know if you can see it or not. Now the phone not wanting to focus. I guess I better focus. Oh boy, looks like the winds are so strong. Looks like it blew over a truck. Here in western Kansas, empty trailers like a sail. Prayers for the driver. Well, it's about 1 in the morning, and I am in the driveway. I have made it home. This Maserati was a champ. It gave me no issues whatsoever, except for getting the fuel nozzle stuck in the filler neck. That was a strange thing. But anyway, so hey, this was quite an adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed riding along for the both parts here for the Monterey Car Week and then the drive home. So whew, that was fun. I always like to do these tales from the trip, and kind of fun to take a big one here. So hey, appreciate you guys watching, and have a great day.